What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Vanity V, welcome. Everybody come in. So we have Basketball Wives season 11. This is the second episode. Let's go ahead and get into the mess, you guys. Before I start, getting these jokes off, because y'all know, I'm about these jokes. I'm liking the season so far. I will have to say, I think that I was telling you guys on my season premiere, the first episode review that I did, I have not watched for the last, 2-3 seasons because I'm not a big fan of like too much newness at once. You know what I'm saying? Especially with like our shows that we're nostalgic about. Like Basketball Wives is one of the shows that I watched whenever, I think it premiered maybe 2011. And, you fell in love with all of the cast members. I love Evelyn, Tammy, you know what I'm saying? Even Royce, and so I feel like as of recently, they've been just throwing too many new people in there and then just random people that like Duffy, y'all cared about Duffy? Maybe y'all did. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's tripping, but it was just too much. So I hadn't watched maybe for 2 or 3 seasons, but I am definitely enjoying this season. So let's talk about it. So the episode starts, Shaunie comes to town. Now, let's talk about Shaunie just for a second. I like Shaunie. I like Shaunie, and I think that over the years, Shaunie has been put in a situation where she's executive, so she's supposed to be objective. She's supposed to be neutral, but she's also rocks really hard with Evelyn, and she was cool with Tammy, so it's hard probably to be neutral. And what I will say about Shaunie that I don't really like, that I haven't liked, is that she was unable to do that. I feel like if you're going to be an EP of the show, you shouldn't, make your favoritism so blatant. And I feel like Shaunie did, has done that in the past. And so I do like now, and I don't know about how she was last season, but she kind of started to kind of play a little bit, just kind of chill a little bit, pop in and out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that, she continues that, because it's you cannot be an EP, but love one person and hate the next. And so that is where I feel like I've had a little bit of a little feeling about Shaunie. And then I don't know if I really believe her marriage, but I'm not going to trash her marriage because it's a beautiful marriage if it's real. I don't know if I believe it, but if she's happy, I'm happy. So we'll just leave it at that. So she's in town. She is going to be speaking at what is called the Ladylike Convention, or how to be a lady or act like a lady. Forgive me. Y'all will let me know in the comments what the name of it is. It's something that she holds, I believe, excuse me, annually. And she's speaking, women empowerment, positive vibes and all of that. So she's in town. She meets with Evelyn for dinner before the event. And, I love the dynamic between Evelyn and Shaunie. They are super cute. You could tell they really are, real friends. Their banter is always funny. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Evelyn's funny. I think that's why I've always been endeared to her over the years, because she's done a lot of trash things. I'm not going to make excuse for her, but I like her. I think that she's rough around the edges, but she's kind of sweet and soft on the inside. And it's nice because we've gotten to see both sides, you know what I'm saying? And then I think she's funny, you know what I'm saying? So she's kind of just telling her look, I don't like this Vanessa chick. I'm not feeling her. And Evelyn, I don't like her either. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to shade Vanessa. If y'all are stands for Vanessa, then you're going to be mad at me, because I'm definitely shading her today. But she's yeah, this girl, I like that Evelyn is very open to being nice to everyone. They're not hazing the new girls. It doesn't seem like that's happening. It's no, I'm over that. I've grown, I see myself in some of you, and let's start out on a good foot. And I really think she wanted to do that with Vanessa. Vanessa came with all of this BS. It's ma'am, you look nuts, because Evelyn's cool with the girl you going hard for about this. I want to say her name, maybe, I think they said Amy. I think Brooke said that at the end. you know, Carl's other mother of his child, her name is Amy. Evelyn and hers are tight. She's tight enough that she allows this lady to keep her son. You don't get no tighter than that. I'm not letting anybody keep my daughter. I have a 9-year-old daughter, like right around the same age as her, a few months younger than Evelyn's son. I'm not letting nobody keep my daughter if I don't trust them. So for her to do that tells me that her and this lady are tight. So like, Vanessa, what are you even doing? You look crazy. Now, it might be a little different if Vanessa was still felt the way about Evelyn and her bumped heads. Then I could even see you like, okay, I'm keeping my distance from Evelyn. But still, like, if she didn't ask you to advocate for her in this way, like, what are you doing? So, you know, Evelyn is filling her in on, like, some of the new girls. And then she's talking about Vanessa. And then Shaunie's just like, ooh, you know, oh, God. And then Shaunie's like, well, I think I'm going to have some type of dinner where I'm going to get all the girls together. And hopefully we can flush some of this out. Which, can we talk about that for a second, y'all? Why they be acting like the little whenever, this is across the board, housewives, basketball wives, house husbands, you know, bad girls club, whatever. Whenever they say we're going to have a dinner to like flush your stuff out, nothing gets flushed out. Like never. It never happens. There's never a resolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe a little something might happen, which we could talk about later, because Jackie and Jen kind of seem to coexist nicely. But then in the preview, they look like they beef in the next episode. But anyway, sometimes a little tidbits happen, but then they always leave the dinners with new beefs and it's worse. So it's just like, can we stop acting? Shaunie, you are hosting that dinner for more shade. Like, let's just call it what it is. So Shaunie said, she's okay, girl, you know, we gonna host a little dinner, get the girls together to create more shade. I mean, we're gonna fix this. Like, okay. So, but this is the gag right here. Sorry, y'all. Y'all always know it's a damn ambulance out here in these streets. When Evelyn said that Vanessa had a bad haircut, I died. Because I was thinking, first of all, I'm not a fan of bangs. I feel like bangs gives like 8, 9-year-old, like I rarely see grown women. If you have bangs, it's no shade to you. I'm just telling you, I'm not a fan of bangs. And then if it's bangs, I like them a little longer. It's like, Vanessa has a mullet. When she said that lady, when she said ba-ya-yang or whatever she said, and she was, you know, Shaunie was like, well, did she have a mullet? And it's like, you know, party in the back, business in the front. That's what Vanessa has a whole mullet, y'all. And it's like her bangs are not, like they don't come all the way down. It's like they kind of like, they're real sharp and they like stop right here. And it's funny because I have a big forehead. I've embraced it. You know, it's part of me, right? So you would think I would like a bang, but no, I don't like bangs. And her hair is so whack. I guarantee you that lady's not going to come to that reunion with the same hairstyle. And this is mean, but I'm going to say it. Vanessa, your skin is too bad, looks too bad for you to be so concerned with Evelyn and this Amy lady. Vanessa, I'm going to need you to go see a dermatologist. I'm going to need you to go, you need some Neutrogena creams. Vanessa, like you have other things to be concerned about. And you putting cameras in the house. Like, lady, ma'am, little Miss Mamas, I need you to worry about the other things in your life because you have terrible haircut. You have really bad skin. Like, what are we doing? So I just had to say that because I cried. When she talked about the bang and the mullet, I cried. But anyway, as I live for a mullet, not for real, but like mullet hairstyles will forever be so comical. So I got a cackle when she said that. But, okay, so then we go to, and then the kicker was after this scene, the very next scene pans to Jackie and she's talking to Vanessa. And then this heifer had the nerve to have a ponytail in the back with the bang, like the really bad bang. So it was just so accentuated in the next scene. So I was weak. But yeah, so the next scene, Jackie's talking to Vanessa, and Jackie's like, girl, like, I didn't know that you felt this way. Like, you said because that is true. I will give Jackie that credit. When Vanessa first mentioned it to Jackie, it was kind of like, okay, matter of fact, like, I don't know how I feel about Evelyn, because it's like, I'm not really big on home records, which, okay, you shouldn't be. I don't think that fits this situation, but she was just like, yeah, I don't know how I feel. And Jackie was kind of like, okay, well, we'll just feel it out, whatever. And then, the whole thing you did at the end of the last episode, so I feel Jackie wasn't expecting that. Jackie was she's trying to be the peacemaker. So she was trying to talk some sense into Vanessa, but like Vanessa's very frustrated because just, girl, like, what's not clicking? Like, they even asked her, they were like, well, am I living in the Twilight Zone? Like, what is it that you're not getting about this? So, Jackie was just kind of like talking to her about like, we gotta kind of make this better because I didn't know you was beefing with her like this. And so Vanessa continues on with whatever she continues on with, and I can't. Anyways, goodbye. So then we go to Jen and her little boyfriend. Let me say, I love love. I love black love. But I never believe people when they're so fake with it. That's like, you're so happy and you're just like, you're trying to convince us so much that you love this man, and then he's inauthentic and you're inauthentic, and they're just kind of like talking about the things. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what they was talking about, y'all. I kind of checked out because I don't believe Jen and this young man, their relationship. But yeah, we had a scene. He brought us some coffee. They was on the couch. Whatever they talked about, watch it for yourself. All right, so then we get Britanny. I'm fascinated with Britanny Renner. You could tell she's hurt. She's been through a lot of things. And that she's trying to like find her way. And it's unfortunate that, she's having issues. She has a scene with her mom. I didn't think I knew she was mixed, which is fine. Her mom was cute. That, she was saying that she's grateful for her support system with her mom. And, her mom, why did her mom ask her, do you think you'll date another basketball player? No, lady, she don't need no basketball player. Like, do you want her to continue with this life that she lives? She needs maybe a regular guy who has money that can maybe support her lifestyle, that she really can love and have fun with. Like, why would you even ask her that? But anyway, and then she's talking about, the ongoing custody issues that she's having with the father of her child. Britanny, let me just say this, girl. That way you be acting up is not going to help your custody case. Did you throw a drink on, were you on No Jumper, or you were on one of some type of podcast or YouTuber's platform and you was acting up? Like, ma'am, if you're having issues with custody and you're trying to solidify and make sure that everything's good, I need you to do better, Britanny. You can't have custody issues and be acting a fool. And then I'm sure, because if I would bring all the evidence to court if I was him. And he probably is. So, Brittany, if you're trying to change your life, you need to actually do it. Like and if you're going to be on TV, you can be entertaining and be a little sassy and pop your shit a little bit, but you gotta like reel it in. But yeah, she's, so I always have empathy for men and women that are going through custody. It's hard. So I pray that you come to some type of resolution with that. And it's nice that it's good. I always like to see people's interactions with their parents. I like to see where people come from. Your mom seems very sweet. So, excuse me. So I'm glad that you have the support from her. Okay. And then we get a scene where, Evelyn they're going to like lunch, Evelyn and Brooke, and Evelyn's introducing Brooke to Britanny. Let me say this. I really like Evelyn, but I think Brooke is my favorite. I really like her. Brooke is gorgeous. And I like her because she just seems real. She's like an around the way girl that's fine. A little rough on the edges. She's very much don't start nothing, won't be none. But let me just say, the only thing, Brooke, your temper's bad. And I can relate because I'm a reformed, bad temper person. But like, Brooke, you can't want to fight in every situation. And And I feel you, because I feel like you're big on respect, because I'm like that too. But like, Brooke, ma'am, you got to do better. But anyway, so she's Evelyn's at lunch with Brooke, and so Evelyn is introducing, she's telling before Brittany gets there, they're talking about her, and Brooke is like, oh yeah, I remember her. So that's what I was going to say. She mentioned that Brittany used to be like a fitness girl. That's what I remember her from. That was maybe 8 to 10 years ago. But I'm surprised by Brittany with all of this stuff that she's doing, because she started out as one of the really big fitness girls. I want to say she might have ran track, because I remember I followed her until she started doing that other. She wanted to be like a video girl or whatever, and I was like, okay, I'm not. But I'm into fitness, so I followed her, and I remember she would do a lot of her fitness posts on the track, and I think she might have run track. So, but yeah, so Brooke's like, I remember her from that, and Evelyn's like, I see a lot of myself in her. And I just want to, get her around some cool girls that can kind of help her and guide her into, the woman maybe that she's supposed to be. And so, Brittany comes, and it's funny when Brittany meets people, I'm getting that she might be shy a little bit until she opens up, which is fine. Or maybe she's cautious. She's a little reserved and quiet at first. And honestly, I don't blame her, because this group, you can't trust none of these girls. And so you can tell she's feeling people out. And so, they're interacting. It's cool. Evelyn gives her flowers and things like that. And she's just saying, we don't want to judge you for your past. That happened to us, and we just want to get to know you for you. So it was nice. And Brittany was receptive, and she was, seemed very grateful. And it seemed like they hit it off. Seems like things change in the next episode, but they hit it off pretty well there. What happened next? Am I missing a scene, y'all? Or did they go right to the dinner? Oh, no. Then we get Jaciel. Am I saying her name right? We get a couple scenes. Jaciel films with Brittany, and then she films with Jen. I love her cute little accent. She's from Mississippi. We find out that she is a hairdresser, which is nice. And so she's filming in a hair store with Jen. And we find out also that Jen is creating wigs and weaves and stuff. And Jaciel's like, oh, well, this is perfect because I do hair. So, which is a good match. But I will say this, Jen's hair always looks good. Jen is fly. I will give her that, because I'm not a big Jen fan, but her hair always looks great. She's beautiful. She always looks great. She presents well. But you're starting a hairline, and you were saying like you didn't know what an HD lace wig is. People just do anything. Like, just because you got a little clout and you're known doesn't mean you should just do anything. Like, damn, like if I was famous and I don't know nothing about body butters, that just mean I just start making body butters. I can't just because I got nice skin. I mean, it's giving, Jen, I need you to do some more research, because you are on TV and you're saying out loud that you are starting a hair business, but you don't know what wigs, you don't know the things about the wigs. And I only wear wigs maybe once a year, and I know more than you. So I need you to do better. But yeah, so we get to meet Jaciel. She seems cool so far. Cute accent. She's from Mississippi. Cute girl, all of that. So then we get to the healing dinner that Shaunie has explained. Oh, before we get there, don't let me forget this part. I'm freestyling this, y'all, so just rock with me. So we see, before we get to the dinner, Evelyn goes to Shaunie's event. They have a cute conversation in the back, and then it kind of turns serious where Evelyn don't like that man. Let's just call it what it is. That little show that Evelyn and Tamar were on, Tamar had already broken up with her little fiance. Are we surprised? I mean, I guess we'll see it all unravel, on this show. But Evelyn is telling Shaunie she's struggling, with, her and the dude are trying to decide if they want to get married, and she's just not feeling confident. And she tells her friend, I'm having a hard time. And apparently she already did premarital counseling with Shaunie and Keon. When did Shaunie get certified in premarital counseling? I'm just asking. But, you know, Shaunie's like, I like him, you know, I like him for you. And Evelyn's, confides in her and says that she's struggling with that, you know, with what to do. She about to dead him. I can see it a mile away. Evelyn is about to get rid of that man. But, you know, I don't know what to believe nowadays. I don't know if it's real. It felt heartfelt in that moment, and Shaunie genuinely looked surprised, like, what's going on? But I could just see that her and this gentleman is about to be over. So, and then Shaunie has her, she was nervous about speaking. Shaunie, you did good. She got up there, she did good. She talked about, which is actually inspired me, Shaunie. She said, you know, a lot of times I used to focus on the future, and like everything that I did today was for the future. And she said, now I want to encourage you all to live more in the moment. I want us to, you know, when you have those victories, you know, embrace them, indulge in them, love them, and appreciate them before you move on to the next thing. And I think that's important. I think a lot of us are fixated and worried about, like, what am I, you know, and because there's an element you have to plan for the future. You know, I have a daughter, I'm saving for her college, like stuff like that. But we also have to focus on enjoying the moment, you know, because I think depression and things like that happen when you're so focused on what's going to happen tomorrow instead of being appreciative for what's happening today. And so I love that message. So Shaunie, you know, she did good. And then we met another girl. I'm gonna start writing some of this stuff down. Another basketball wife. She looked like a Latina lady. She seemed delightful. I don't remember her name, you guys. I guess if she films more, we'll figure it out. You know, yeah, we met another lady that they're probably going to introduce more of her. Maybe she come on some little cast trips, but yeah. So anyway, so then we get to the dinner. And so, at the dinner, Brittany is kicking it with Shaq. That is what we find out. Like right before the dinner, Evelyn says, man, you know, I can't believe she's kicking it with Shaq. And she, you know, she has a conversation with Shaunie, and Shaunie's kind of like, she's like, look, let's just call it what it is. Ma'am, you got put on to the show. Shaunie's the executive producer. It's like, because Shaunie don't care about Shaq. Shaunie and Shaq are cute. I love their dynamic. They, you know what I'm saying? They flirt. And, well, I don't think it's happening now that Shaunie's married, but like, Shaunie's not checking for Shaq. So it's like, does she care that Brittany went on a date with him? No. Is it like, girl, you just got put onto this woman's show, and maybe you shouldn't be dating her ex-husband who she had a very high profile relationship with? Yes. So I think it's more of that. So everybody finds out about that. So that happens right before the dinner. They get to the dinner, and you know, they're kind of chit-chatting about it. You know, they have their pleasantries and their introductions, and Jen comes in after the girls sit down, and Jackie's kind of like, ooh, you know, she gonna say hi to me, because, you know, they had their beef. Jen comes up, says hello. Jackie's like, what? Yeah, so they exchanged. Jen's like, I don't dislike you, you know, and they hug, and it all seems nice. Brooke comes, everybody looks beautiful, right? Then Brittany comes. It's funny because she obviously knew that the word was out. So when she came, she sat her ass down. I don't even know if she said anything to anybody. She might have been like, hey, y'all. And then sat down. She definitely didn't do the you know, the hugs and all of the other things that the ladies did. She didn't do any of that stuff. She came, sat down, and shut her ass up. And so Evelyn is like, you know, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Word on the street is that you are hanging with Shaq or whatever. And then Brittany's like, well, it's really not an elephant. You know, it's not that deep. You know, he supports me and da-da-da-da. And so Evelyn's like, look, I'm not trying to like cape for my girl, but because she doesn't care. But it just looks away. And so, yeah, Shaunie quickly is like, I mean, I'm a whole wife. It's whatever. You know, Shaunie was playing. She did what she was supposed to do. And Brittany was just like, she played it off. She kind of like ignored it and was like, I just want to get to know you guys. I'm just open to getting to know you. And then Shaunie's like, okay, I like your energy. You're being positive. They never really kind of resolved it. I don't know. I think obviously Brittany was downplaying it, but again, it looks funny style. It's like, and then like Evelyn said, it's more of the timing of it. It's like you just start filming and all of a sudden you're in the blogs with Shaq at dinner. You know what I mean? It looks crazy. It looks crazy. So Brittany, there's a lot of men that would like to date you. You don't need to date Shaq. I mean, Shaq's great. He's fun, all of these things. He's rich, but like, if you're gonna be on his ex-wife's show, it's probably not a good idea to date him. I'm just saying, I need you to use your discretion. People, use your discretion. So anyways, we'll table that because I'm sure that's gonna come back up. And then Bangs comes in. She sits down. Immediately the energy changes. And, you know, Shaunie's like, oh, hey, girl. And then she's like, I heard a lot about you. And Vanessa's kind of like, oh, I hope good things. And Shaunie's like, nah. And she's like, well, oh, damn. And then they kind of just get right into it. And then, you know, her and Vanessa and Evelyn start talking. And so every time... This is the second conversation that Evelyn has had with Vanessa. Both have been equally as frustrating. It's so frustrating when you're trying to tell someone, like, everything's logic and it's black and white. Ma'am, this happened 10 years ago. I don't have nothing to do with Carl and Amy and their breakup. Granted, she was pregnant, but he told me they were done. I don't have nothing to do with that. And I believe that that's true. Like, I don't have anything to do with it. Does it look bad on Carl's part? Yeah. Would I date someone with a pregnant girl ex? No. But even with that being said, that is not Evelyn's responsibility. It's not her fault. So, and I will say this, in the moment, at that time, Amy probably did feel away. Most times when you're pregnant, you would like to be with the father of your child. So to see him move on, especially to someone so high profile and beautiful, I'm sure she didn't love the situation. So she probably was venting to Vanessa and felt away. However, things change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel much differently about the father of my daughter now than I did when I had her. You know what I mean? Like, we've gone through our things. You know, I'm in a new relationship. I've moved on. But, like, you know, people change and evolve, and hopefully there's growth there. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be, Vanessa, going so hard for a situation when this lady is tight with Evelyn now, you look nuts. And I think that that's the point. Number one, Vanessa did not ask you to do this. And Evelyn said that. She was like, you look stupid. You're embarrassing everybody involved. And it's like, this is deeper for me. Like, I have to actually deal with this woman. She watches my son. You know, so I have to be, obviously, she's going to be very careful with what she says about her. She's taking, they probably watch each other's kids. They have kids around the same age. Evelyn's kid, or Amy's kid probably spends time at Evelyn's house and vice versa. So yes, we have a tight thing going on. We obviously want to keep it that way. So you doing this is terrible. And if you're really her friend, I question, Vanessa, are you really her friend? Because I would never do that to my friend. I would never. Vanessa is creating a storyline based off of what happened with these people. And I would never do that to a true friend. So I don't believe that Vanessa is a real friend to Amy. We find out her name. So, you know, they're going back and forth. Vanessa continues to not get it. Everyone's like, dude, what are you not getting? And so Evelyn does what she does. You could just see like the progression of the anger. I would have did the same thing. I probably might have wanted to steal on this lady, because it's like, you're not gonna keep playing in my face like this about my kids and all of, like, this is family stuff. Like, we're not doing this. So Evelyn gets up, she walks out, because she was getting heated. When she gets up and walks out, Vanessa gonna say, yeah, you better hide behind security. Girl, she's walking away because she's trying to get herself together. Ain't nobody scared of you, okay? No one is scared of you at all. And, you know, Shaunie goes with her, and she's talking to her. And when they leave, Brooke is like, ma'am, why are you doing this? And so Vanessa is just like, because, you know, this is my friend and I'm gonna go hard for my friend. And Brooke is like, did she ask you to do this? And she's like, you're missing the point. And so Vanessa's like, no, you're missing the point. And Brooke's like, well, what point am I missing? And that's when Vanessa's like, this is my friend and da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, yeah, but like, she didn't ask you to do this and they cool. So like, what are you doing? And so Vanessa kind of got quiet because it's like, she couldn't say anything. It's like, what are we doing? Like she was like, I need you to dial it in. Like I need you to get yourself together because you're looking crazy out here. And so, you know, it kind of, they have their heated exchange or whatever. And then the episode goes off. I would say this, it was a good episode. I enjoyed this episode. And we got to kind of get to know some of the newer people. But I will say this, I pray that this is the last time that we talk about this thing with Vanessa and Evelyn. I'm sure it's not the last time. Because in the trailer, I want to say they might have got into a physical altercation. But this is stupid. Vanessa, let it go, girl. I mean, I think she came on the show like, I'm going to go for the big dog. There's already like a little history there. So I'm going to utilize that and just make a mountain out of a molehill and go for Evelyn. And I think that that's what she has done. But this is my question to y'all. At what expense are you willing to like make yourself look like a fool on TV for a little bit of money? Is it worth it? Like, and then, you know, I didn't even really talk about this, but her husband there's issues there where she suspects infidelity. So like Brooke was like, I need you to focus on all the things going on and leave them alone. And it's true. Like, and she's like, hurt people. You're hurt and you're feeling insecure and you're putting that on this situation, but you need to worry about yourself. And it's true. There's a lot of things, Vanessa, in all seriousness, based on the little bit that we know about you, that you need to focus on. And I'm irritated because I feel like this is about to be dragged out at least halfway through the season. But the preview for next season looks really good. That's what we see. Brooke, remember I was saying Brooke, I like her, but I need her to just chill a little bit because she gets a little too amped up. But yeah, but we'll talk about that next week. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed my review. Let me know what you guys think, always in the comments, because y'all always do. I hope you guys have a great day. As always, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.